Check, check. Can you hear me? Test, test, test. Very loud. Oh, okay, let me turn it down. Hold on. Check, 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 check. There we go. I'm on my laptop right now. A little static. Oh. Background noise, huh? Oh, I'm on my laptop, so. How about now? Is that better? I'm just out of town for one more day. Is it loud now? It's too quiet now? Okay, let me turn it up. Let's turn it up. Let's turn it up. It should be better. Turn the volume up a little bit. Okay. How about now? Well, I'll knock this out quick. What do you guys think? Better, better? Too quiet? Okay, let me turn up. Keep helping me out here. Okay, that's full volume here. How about that? Is that better? I'm not going to talk that much because we're out of town for a day. Still though, okay. Check just a little bit more. That's better, okay. Laptop stream today, so you guys will have to bear with me here. PMI 19 minutes, CB consumer confidence 34. That's gonna be a big. Still low, okay. Check, check. Volume mixer, set the mic up. Anybody talking? Five out of 5. Okay, Mansoor, gotcha. All right, so 45 minutes. 15 minutes, 30 minutes. The fan too. Oh, you can hear the fan from. Oh, really? You can hear the fan noise. Let me double check something. You shouldn't be hearing that. Hold on. That's my laptop. That's weird. Never did that before.
Very nice, very nice. Appreciate the walkthrough there.
Let me try one more thing. It's just gonna be what it is. I'm not gonna do a lot of talking today, everybody. Unless I can find a noise gate here. 1 minute till market opens. Let's see if that actually helps out. Alright, little noise gate there. That might help it a little bit. I found a noise gate on my broadcaster here. Yeah, don't forget everybody, we have PMI and consumer confidence coming out today. These are going to be big movers. So in reality, I'm not going to do anything super heavy until about 30 minutes in the market, really kind of gauge what happens after those news reports come out. Alright, we're live. Res is good, res is positive. Give it a couple seconds to kind of figure out what it wants to do. Opening outside the box, capping up. Where's my drawing tool? See, res is greater than 0? Yeah, let's take this. Oh, nice, hedge pressure nearby as well, mean reversion. Okay, cool. Let's play the range. At the bottom, hedge pressure bounce. Res is doing really, really well. Along at the bottom, the gap fill. That's like selling really hard. Okay, I'm going to take a long right on the bottom here. Yeah. Yeah, you nailed it, Adam. It just looks like the market's gonna dip really quick and probably take a little bounce. I'm gonna take an entry long at 415.5 here. So Adam, you're right, 100%. I'm gonna take a little entry long right now off of the gap fill and SPY. Resilience is still strong enough. 40% is looking great. I think that connection was lost by the host. Can you hear me?
No, we're still here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but really just taking a small kind of seed position. 415 support on SPY is a really strong hedge pressure bounce. VIX is also opening in a pretty decent spot where any loss volatility could decay it for the day. This could be another quick update on the market, just general, but gonna wait for the news reports to come out. I always like to long on gap fills and resilience positive, so it's gonna be my first entry. Just small position. No audio? Can you guys hear me now? Check. Am I good now? Yeah, okay, good. Alright, so you see what I'm looking at right here? Again, I'm just being very close here on this. We're gonna keep res, watch res, make sure it doesn't go like less than 0. So it was looking like 80-90%. It's trying to die. I hate you, resilience. Don't die today. Alright, quickie return. Yeah, it's like basically the market opens, people just sell. That's kind of what you're seeing. So right now we're starting to get a little bit of a bump with negative res. It's probably not going to make it. We'll see. Yeah, so let's be a little careful here. Yeah, let's go ahead and I'm gonna bail on that one. I'm gonna go ahead and I just closed at $8 loss. I'm gonna sell on that one. So by the way, the 5K is at 10K now, so we doubled the account in about 2.5 weeks. 100K is probably gonna take till the end of the year, 2 months, depending. I'd rather go longer on hedge pressure, so I'm going on this one. Let's take a look at. Yeah, I actually just bailed on my long when resilience is negative, so I'm just gonna wait till hedge pressure tap on the catalyst if we get, or the event if we get one. So I'm gonna sit out for a little bit. Took like no loss on that trade, like $8. It looked good at the open though. I was excited. Take a look at monthly map. Q's a little stable. God, monthly maps are still looking completely garbage, you guys. God, it's getting that nasty. Okay, we're gonna wait until hedge pressure get down to the bottom. See how I bailed on that real quick? That's all you gotta do, guys. Whenever you see resilience get out of the way, get a nice little pop, walk out of the way. I mean, it's like, even though resilience can change really quick, you gotta be quick. This. Liquidation until November expiration. You see how I did that? It's kind of back out of the way. Don't like that trade. Let's check another one at 415. See how smart you can be when you're quick. Just kind of. You can. Just like that, now we're right on the edge. Now the time to maybe take something. Let's go ahead and take a shot at hedge pressure. The middle between the zones, yeah, it's random. As we call it random. So now, do you guys see what I did today? Let's see. To take a long off hedge pressure, it's going to depend on what resilience is doing. Resilience is negative, it's from here to the box. Right? So from here, it's there to there. Res less than 0, it's going to resist, right? If about down here, I'll probably stop, probably about 414.5, give or take. Yeah, this is like, okay, res, this is really smooth on this table. Probably stop right there. I'm looking for that. It's like a scalp along the way. Yeah. This being negative just means we're looking at kind of trade off of that now. So you see how I closed that first spot and now I'm like in a better spot here? I'll play that overshoot pivot down here. Remember, we're in a volatile environment, so I'm going to let it get some red candles. I'm just going to chase greens. I'm going to let it get red. I'm going to put, like right here, you see the little green candles, not going to trick me. I'm going to add to the position. I'm going to wait till I get some reds, right? I'm going to get a good cost basis on this. These are really decent. We open in bull zone, now we're in bear zone. Chances are the cow's going to kick us back up to bull zone. We'll see. Yeah, it's random in the middle. You guys are just seeing that transitional market, right? Where things are just moving from kind of bull side longing for the entire year down to bear side, bull side liquidation. It's the first time we've seen that in a year. See right here? That bull side liquidation is still strong. We still got a little bit of a short squeeze still going on. Committed traders report. The long side has just been liquidating a bit crazy. Leverage fund. Net short is becoming less short, so it's actually holding its own. Yeah, so here's what I did to open, right? Is remember I opened here. That little bounce I didn't like when I saw resilience is negative. I closed out. I waited that long to get in here. So when you're trading, you just got to be quick like that. Sometimes you don't like the first initial position, bail out. That's pretty good. Like I avoided maybe $500 worth of loss. I lost $8. Resilience is very quick. You got to bail when you see it, right? Y'all see how that worked? Just watching me kind of like gauge my risk. So let's make sure we have. This is my setup I'm looking for now. Right inside of here, I think I'm going to take maybe like a 70 maybe on the downside. I'm going to build inside of here. Right back up to about here. That's the range I'm looking for. The trade inside of here, we arbitrarily hold ourselves a stop loss that's less than the, or enough that it's greater than 1-to-1 ratio on the trade. Like I said, I just put a mini on that, nothing too big. We've taken 5K to 10K now, right in the first 2 or 3 weeks. And so actually closer to 2.5 weeks. We're gonna keep doing this. Plug my phone in here so it don't die. There we go. Pretty decent support, still trying to fight hedge pressure. Get one more red candle, I'll chunk a little bit more into it. Alright, that's better. That should be back. Sorry about that, you guys. My stream randomly blue screen of death, like in the middle of, or my computer did while talking. You should hear me now. Okay, we got the event coming out.
44 versus the 45.4 expected.
Where's my taskbar? Oh, covering it up here. Hold on, you guys, I gotta start everything back up. My laptop just decided to reset on its own.
Everything like mud.
Yeah, not too terrible. Kind of coming in neutral there.
Rest tested. Solid good trade.
The
Tesla is trying to trigger long here, actually.
the consumer confidence is gonna probably be, well, starting to target me like.
My short card, that report, by the way.
Honestly, I don't think the market's gonna move until the CB report comes out in 13 minutes. That's kind of gonna be the bigger mover, I think.
B-Trades, are you staying in that pin short? I'm gonna stop out here.
Yeah,
What's up, y'all? We back.
If it started closing above 29, it's like after 10 a.m.
Yeah, computer just goes blue screen of death. Let's go. I swear, Windows 11 is unstable, whatever it is. It hates me. Actually, no. I think this is this one. Yeah, this is also Windows 11 on this computer.
Yeah, I honestly just think this probably will. It's gonna be a lower high.
I agree with you there, man.
SoFi pushing.
I went at earlier today. I went just put a very small position off of S&P futures on S&P hedge pressure tap, but just a small R&R play. I could probably get a point or two on this SPY move if we get a good report. I usually don't play into events, but I mean it's a nice tight liquid range today. I think that market's not going to pick a wide direction pre FOMC, so I think I get a chance to play some volatility. If I get 10 or 15 points of S&P, I'll just cash out a grand or two. Give it a little run. See if we can get here. Yeah, when 11 is made for ads. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Ever since Windows 11 a couple months ago, just been my computer's unstable, my laptop's unstable, and I got top of the line stuff. I got really nice equipment. Ain't the best you can buy.
By the way, well, Vita Coco did have earnings report. That's why I did that.
Yeah.
It's not like my computer can't run it or anything.
Few earnings, please.
If res is negative, hedge pressure, no, res, Itai, no. Good question. Res and hedge pressure are not connected.
ELH.
Resilience has everything to do with here. Here. That's it, res.
What's up, Shark?
Hey, good morning.
Resilience is here.
Long Tesla?
Yeah, I'm actually just looking at Tesla.
Resilience is here, in here. Well, in here as well. It's just the box. Hedge pressure can do its own thing. So what I'm really betting on is
7.5 on a little bit of pump here at 5%. Looking for an IV pump. Right now, res is negative on NASDAQ, so looking at Apple and other tech names, if they can recover here, and if
That's
they
what I'm
go
looking
around
for.
the AEMA and break this high a day here,
get a little
nice
dip
pop.
on the consumer confidence
Looking
number.
mainly for an IV pump.
We are going to likely get some
Money.
volatility here because of VIX. Yeah, as Jared said, correct. Resilience can only be helpful on hedge pressure, or the blue hedge pressure, if it's in the box. So the resilience is just telling you what's going through the box, and that is a stronger force than hedge pressure. If hedge pressure's in the way, it's going to plow through it. That's the way it works. More often than it doesn't, right? So filling the gap, the volume to open and close is much stronger than the hedging volume. Actionably, more often than what we see in the volume flow. That's what I'm looking to get. See, what I'm saying is anytime.
Yeah, I got
You know, volatility's at play. Don't chase green candles like, oh my god, I'm gonna miss out. You'll get some reds to add your position on. I always see this and go, okay, if I wanted to move, we could bounce some volatility. Possible. See, VIX is down here, which is good. We could bounce on volatility, then it's good. I can actually get a lower low to buy on. That makes you get a better cost basis. I'm not gonna just dive straight in. Good deal. So remember, we had an event coming out in 10 minutes, so it's just worth just kind of chilling on. If it's your first day here at Rock Scooter, welcome to the stream. We are running a first month special for people who have never joined before. For Halloween. This is our Halloween special. If you want to just check out the platform, the data, community, and education, $20. That's it. This right here. Just give you a chance to just jump in and see it for a month. You can use the platform, get your data feeds, you get everything you see on my screen, trade, all the trade rules and stuff that I use. You get all that stuff as well.
I don't know, maybe I should have waited, but I mean, we're breaking even right now. We'll see if it goes out, but I'll risk 10 15 cents for sure.
So, in resilience, as you were asking, Itai, right here. So there's that lower that I want to get. Perfect.
You have me at 10%. Yeah, right there on the scale, past 10%.
See where we get 415, a little lower low. I'm just gonna be ballsy here, whatever. Why the hell not? Let's double down. I'm playing the volatility around hedge pressure. That's it. All I'm betting on is gonna do a 414.5 trim range around here. So I'm playing a range right here. Remember, this is volatility. This is trading below triple B range. Okay, I'm just scalping volatility. There's no direction here.
I don't know.
That's it.
This is your downside target for market lows on SPY for the most part. Qs are triggering for a trend day to the downside. I guess you
Oh, like right there.
consumer confidence. Disney looks solid. There you go. Nice one, SPY puts right here. I'm up almost 20%. The biggest thing for me, you know, is traders trying to.
Remember, CB consumer confidence coming out in about 10 minutes. So resilience is just resistance from the box and off the box, like from the middle, and against the box to the downside. You send me a message, take a look. I'm on my laptop here, so I'm a little... Where'd you send me a message? I'm gonna have a hard time finding stuff. Here in the stream? I mean, no, I'm just a lot of confidence the market's not going to collapse before Fed, for the most part. I don't have a message in Discord. I have 0 DMs in Discord. Today. Two days ago, can you message me again so it pops up? I'm not gonna lie, I get 50 messages a day, so I'm sure I saw it. But if you just message me again, so just say hey, it'll pop up. I think it's wild tomorrow, probably does. I think that today we rally back up, and then tomorrow we just kind of chop around. Yep.
can't, or bullish moves can occur under VWAP, but I'm talking about time to occur, and this is just aside from everything since I started, but my trade could totally get stopped out, right? Like we could have a retracement to the EMA, which would be probably a better short kind of area, but just try to put yourself in a high probability situation rather than
a second here.
hey,
I'm checking some things.
trade a reversal here because
Got.
push too low in my perspective.
Hopefully today is not like the first losing day that I have in a while. If it is, it is. Can't win them all. We've been doing pretty well, getting a little lucky. Yeah, it's great analysis. And you also have to know that, markets tend to, especially when you have big events coming up, especially FOMC. Tomorrow's going to be probably the biggest news day we've had in months. I mean, so many things are piling up. Tomorrow, it's not just FOMC, but it's a couple other things. I think we have ISM, JOLTS, is that all of that's coming out tomorrow? And JOLTS usually, aren't those on normally Thursdays, I think? But I think...
Well, we have this little thing that tomorrow, it's I think it's FOMC rate decision or something.
Heard about that. Heard about those.
Yeah.
Those.
It might be a thing. I don't really know. Hard to say.
Debatable.
Friday, the non-farm payrolls. I think they say it's a big deal too.
These, yeah. What do they know?
Maybe Apple earnings Thursday could be a market moving event. I don't know. All kinds of shenanigans.
Goodness gracious, you might be on something there. These possible. These weeks are so.
Pfizer is just a dumpy stock.
Yeah, it has been known to be. You guys, and y'all know, just in general, right? When you have big events lined up, markets, especially when volatility's high, which it's getting higher, markets don't tend to pick directions leading into these events. Like days like today typically try to stay ranged. That's why sometimes I'll be a little more of a maverick and try to take plays, just to play the volatility. I'm not betting on the market collapsing or the market rallying. I'm betting on playing the range, lower highs, higher lows, but kind of zigzagging down. That's why, market fell really quick at the open. I'm just building a little long to catch the pop on the event, and that's basically it. Environments like this, especially if you're day trading, everyone has to just kind of know that these aren't going to be days where the market likely picks a major direction and then flies and surprises everybody before Fed. Usually the bigger events then take center stage in earnings as well. It tends to keep the market a little stable. So we'll see. Doubled on my long here at 414.5 S&P, which is about 41.72 S&P futures. So we'll see if I get a quickie little pop. I'm looking for a 41.90 run, so about 10-15 points if I get it. 2 minutes. Yep, 2 minutes. This is not something we also teach you guys, not to play into events, right? With any strategy, you have to know that you're just flipping a coin. So playing into events, don't be like, okay, well, I got hedge pressure here, I got this and that. It's literally flipping a coin. I know where my stop is, I know where my exit is, and I'm literally flipping. Everyone understand this, right? Type coin flip in chat if you get it, coin flip. I know when you play an event, you're flipping a coin. The event can go either direction. There's nothing that is going to get me up or down other than a random coin flip. So we'll see if we get anything good from this. All right, y'all get it? You know what you're getting yourself into. Got the news coming out in just a second. Let's put this on another screen. You get it. So I know that I'm probably going to have a quickie little dip. Let's see if we get non-farms tomorrow, Fed tomorrow. It's kind of a big day tomorrow. Literally a coin flip. So you know what you're getting yourself into, know what you expect. I have a set risk, a set reward. See if I get it. Looks like the market's dipping super quick. Resilience is reacting to this. See the CV numbers come out.
Got it. I want it. CV.
102.
Confidence coming in 102.6 versus 100 consensus, so slightly higher against the 104.3 previous.
Very, very nice number on that one. 102.6 on 100 read.
Haven't moved much yet. Donkey time?
Yeah, still was short. I mean, so below 414.45.
I think this is going to be okay.
It is
Might be a
short.
non-event,
Again,
I think, on
trend
this.
short. Keys are not triggering long.
Any number that's greater than
Keys would have to get
100
over 437,
is good.
call it 60 for me to get along, but it's a very small long up to like, let's say 140. It'd be over 347, 60 would be long up to 348, 50.
It's a 102. It's so like 102 is good. It's above 100, but it has last time it was it's been higher than that, so it's deteriorating from what it has been. 102 the last time it was that high was about May of this year. So while it is good, it's not as good as it was last couple of prints. So it's still a beat. So we'll see how market responds. So it looks like there's just a quickie little downside. I think that market's going to try to sell off, and if it fails to drop, especially on the S&P's 4170 level holds, which is about 415 and a half on SPY. I think that the market's going to try to revert to mean, at least middle of the day, so we'll see.
Yeah, 413.67 is my downside target here. This is a trigger short streak.
Yeah.
At least in the near term.
So we'll see if we get this little coin flip. You guys got it. So in reality, market's trying to find excuses to sell. So what's going to happen is if it doesn't sell, likely can squeeze. So we'll see.
Watching Meta kind of bang its head up against 300 again after getting a little fleshy. I'm going to see if it rejects. I might take that short to 295.
Rails is still deteriorating negative. So VIX is trying to pop. So we'll see if we get anything off of this. Just a quick range play. Betting that the market just doesn't fall apart pre-Fed.
Yeah, it's pre-market lows here.
You guys got it right. So I know that all I'm doing is setting a stop, setting an exit, and then I'll trim if it starts looking bad. Make sure you guys subscribe to the stream, by the way. Oh, Etai, yeah, I saw your message. That's something that we're working on right now. The micro futures risk interval was slightly off because of some small error in the calc. It rounded it differently, so it was off by like a tick. So they should be exactly the same as the minis. So it'll be off by like a tick or two. So but we're fixing that. I think you were saying like 412 on micro Nasdaq versus like it could be like it was just a tick or whatever off. So it's just with the equity micros. Yeah. What am I eating? Oh my god, you guys can hear that. Fuck. Protein bar. Man, I don't like the market's not picking up any momentum here. Let's take a look at. Now I'm gonna have a choice. I'm probably gonna squeeze a little harder. Oh, how do I want to play this? Feels like it wants to go lower. Just feels like it. I'll take this 4170. This I'm looking for right here. So I don't really care. Let me draw a little better. Right there. A little dip and rip squeeze before we go. About right here is where I'm gonna stop. Hopefully here. That's what I want to see. You guys remember, like, you open in bull zone. Rational markets tend to want to stay in bull zone. That's part of the reason I want to make this a bet. Does everyone understand that? And then the idea that we can overshoot hedge pressure because of volatility is why I'm allowing myself to have a wider trade down in here. So I got my cost basis really close to hedge pressure, but I can get a little bit better. Should probably roll this position a little bit. I probably should have trimmed for the event. Hindsight. 4150 coming in hot. I mean, we'll see. This is a rare event. I hate to see the market fall so hard leading the Fed though. Usually, like big event days, I try to play those revert to mean kind of scalps back to middle. But we'll see. If I fall, I fall. So we're up 100% on the account, right? So in 3 weeks, double the account, just scalping it, playing the risk correctly, and then just kind of keep an eye on, the growth, making sure that the more you grow, the different your position size can be relative to set the account. So we teach kind of equations on how to do that. So right now, everything is, this is untradeable. I have no signals right now. This is essentially why I told everybody type coin flip. There's no signal. Hedge pressure break is not necessarily a chase trade. More often than not, without a hedge break, you tend to stay in bull zone if you open in bull zone. Breaking bull to bear and breaking hedge is rare. This is a double problem for market. You don't normally go from bull to bear and then break hedge at the same time, leading into a major event like Fed. The market's probably just flushing out some longs really quick, and I'm probably going to revert to mean, which is why I'm betting on that. This comes with experience. That's why you guys are here watching me. Make sure. Oh, by the way, subscribe to the stream if you haven't. Hit that like button real quick. If you don't mind, give us some love here. There we go, up about right to break even. Looks like the trade is green for the day. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we get some good shit here. Let's go. All right. Now, I mean, let's go. Remember, markets don't normally turn very bearish or very bullish or continue massive collapses when volatility is low and you're leading into an event. Volatility is low. VIX is collapsing. Volatility is low in general. So you're not going to normally see the market crash in the Fed day. You're going to see it kind of hang in the middle, right? Let's see if I get some more. Come on, baby. Next green candle, I'll trim a little bit. Anytime you take some heat, kind of break the even, like your trade doesn't work out and the universe throws you a bone, you should always put a little bit in your pocket. Rule of thumb, so next little green bump, I'll just close a couple of these and come on, give me something. Here we go. Come on. Hold that hedge pressure, baby. Then if volatility is low for monthly maps, no, volatility is low just because VIX is low. In general. Just put a couple in my pocket here. Volatility is low in general, and then of course VIX, right? VIX is having a hard time figuring out where it wants to go from there. So today on the liquidity map, VIX is kind of just trucking along here. That's good. Looks like we had a volatility, so my long's starting to take off right now. That's a great play. I'm doing this 5K to 100K trading challenge, so I'm up 100% already in the first 2 weeks. Thank you. But scalping and being careful leading the Fed is what I'm doing. Typically, markets don't, like I said earlier this morning, when volatility is not really high, you're not going to see big sweeping moves leading into major events like Fed. It's not going to have a big crash day, a big rally day. It's going to love reverting to mean hugging the middle because we also have earnings at the same time. So as I'm talking, my long's taken off. I think I'm up like maybe 5, 6, 7, 800 bucks right now. Let me go ahead and just take that. All right, profit. There you go. Done. Out. Easy peasy. Nothing. So here's a couple rules. Normally when you open in bull zone, you tend to stay in a bull zone more often than not. We fell from bull to bear zone and SPY. That's kind of break number one. Then we broke hedge pressure break number two. As I said before, like leading in major events, markets don't just crash on their own face and fall out. Usually you're going to see dealers sweep the board and just revert back to mean almost all the time. Like we have major earnings, FOMC, jolts tomorrow. This will be like the busiest news day that we've had like all year. And so you can expect that the market, I bought on hedge pressure, then I added on an overshoot and just held on to it. Now we just pop back to the close price, and I just close all of it out, reverting to mean. You will not normally see big green days or big red days. So when I actually told in chat today, I said everyone type the word coin flip, because that's basically what I'm doing. I have no signal to stay long, no signal to stay short. I'm just betting on a greater market's likely to revert more to mean rather than to sell off or rally. So I usually wait for extremes leading up in the big events, like an unusual thing. Bull zone and bear zone is unusual. Breaking hedge is unusual. And then I set a stop 1 point below, which is 414. I drew it on my stream. And then I said I'm just going to get in and trade it right back up to 415, 416 and close it. And it's just a set it and forget it trade. It's just a revert to mean. I'm not betting it's going to break out and rally. I'm not betting on anything. So other than that, normally I just bet on leading into major events. You tend to just, play extremes and run to the middle. And I just like to scalp from one side to the other and not really take a direction. So, that makes sense? Yeah, we didn't have like a clear signal today to do anything. Normally what you do in these meaner versions is you would sit out, and then you wouldn't play an event either. These are the things we teach. And so I told everybody today, like I'm doing something called a coin flip, everyone. Don't follow me. Don't do anything I'm doing. But it tends to work more often than not. And if risk management's control, you don't really, exactly how much you're going to lose, how much you're going to win. It's just, as long as you commit to the trade and set up for risk management, you can't really go wrong buying or selling anywhere, really. And that's it,
I
guys.
really appreciate that insight, man. Not how I trade, but that's why I'm here to learn. So appreciate that.
So what was that, $600-700 profit? That's a nice job. So that's the trade I wanted, and now I'm done for the day. I'm gonna go back to sleep. It's just wisdom, you guys. Again, as I said, there's no signal told me to buy or sell. As I explained on Spaces. Here, it's unusual to go to there, and it's unusual to break hedge pressure leading in a Fed. You don't have market. That's crash. If you have a normal day, bull zone to bear zone to break hedge pressure, that's a crash. Okay, that's gonna crash the market that day. You're not going to crash leading in a Fed. Doesn't make any sense. Never happens. Wisdom, okay? Wisdom. The more you do this, the more you pick up wisdom like that. Markets just love to sweep people out before the event. I bet you wait up here. I've been doing this for 14 years, you guys. It's nothing, and that's why, and didn't I say in chat, that's why everyone subscribe to the stream if you haven't. Did I say I'm using Rocket Scooter today? Did I say, am I buying because of this liquidity map or this resilience? No, I told you all to type the word coin flip. I'm committing to the market not destabilizing itself leading into Fed. It's going to try to do something. Now, whatever it does today, who knows what it does? It's going to have to fight its way there. So it's like I know what's going to happen based on experience, not just indicators. More often than not, markets don't destabilize and crash on their own face leading into the biggest news day we've had all year. Tomorrow, we have FOMC, right? We have jolts tomorrow. Oh my god. Those are the two biggest numbers that we get in the same day. Why is jolts tomorrow, not Thursday? Speaking of that, is Thursday like a holiday or something? That's weird. Which one jolts are always on Thursday, I thought. The ISM numbers tomorrow. ISM tomorrow. Y'all about to get faced in the market. Jesus. ISM. Major earnings. Alright, major earnings. Ugh. There's too much going on for the market to do anything. Like, it's just experience, right? And yeah, Kevin nailed it. It's like everyone holding their breath for the news. The market's just going to sweep some people out and then come back to the middle. And almost all the time leading into major events like this. I saw major with an E. Oh, sorry. Major ER. Major earnings reports. There's a dot here. My bad. Hey, listen, Ben. I did okay in math, all right? I wasn't the verbal champion of the world. Parp, does that make sense? My understanding is the market waits around for news to make the big move, not the market making a huge move before the impact news. Parp, that's exactly it. And even so, the news doesn't always make the big move either. The news just creates volatility. Most people will move before the news happens, right? Typically, people will navigate leading into the news because people have inside information. Typically, news very rarely hits the market to change direction. News just creates volatility, and then what happens after the news is pretty random. People may liquidate, people may not. People may, start a chain reaction. They may not. The news really doesn't. What you'll learn the longer you guys trade is that what is printed in those news, whether it's good or bad, almost never is predictable to the direction of the market. Like today's CB consumer confidence number was a beat. Okay, because you can spin it anyway. It's a beat on expectation. Okay, so maybe we should rally. But it didn't immediately rally. It was a non-event. The market went down and came right back up. We call that a non-event. Whenever you return to where you start before and after the event no longer is moving the market. So why is the market moving? Well, it's now getting ready for the next day's event. This is pre-prepping for FOMC. So anytime again, let me repeat, you're sitting somewhere and the news event happens and you move right back to where you started. It's called the efficient market hypothesis. You effectively priced in the event before it happened because you were there and the market traded right back to there. It means the event is immediately over forever. So today's CB consumer confidence, the minute you return to there, is no longer affecting the market. So we're rallying today. Most people incorrectly state, well, it was a beat, so we rallied. The answer is no. This is the market pre-prepping for Fed now. The market's always pricing in the next event ahead of time. Efficient market hypothesis, same thing. So people say, okay, consumer confidence out of the way, non-event. Okay, let's get ready for Fed. Somebody's like, okay, let me cover my shorts before Fed. That's what this move is. It's not let me buy the market because consumer confidence is great. Very rarely are people going to be surprised by those numbers. Those analysts are pretty good at predicting that stuff. Does that make sense? So usually any move is trying to always price in the next major event, usually, or people getting out of the way for the event. And if the confidence number would have came out and then we would have just rallied without returning to the starting point, it means we underpriced the expectation and the market's usually moving on that event. So I always try to take it that way. Like right at 10 when the event came out, we dipped and came back. Event is over. Now we're looking ahead to the next events. This is all prepping for these guys. Market within 10 minutes, forgot about CB consumer confidence. And that's a great way to think about markets. So now, as I said before, I was 3 steps ahead because I knew that that's likely going to be the case. Smaller news day is probably going to weed out and not be a catalyst, probably bounce around and rally. Did y'all see this morning when I drew on my stream? When we were trading right here, did I draw a thing that went like this right to there? And I called it right there. I literally did the exact same thing. Literally drew that because I was betting on the consumer confidence being a non-event, the market squeezing a little bit pre-Fed, and then getting out of the way. I've seen this day play out so many times. It's just, like I said, and that's why I tell you guys it's a coin flip. That's like step 3 being ahead. It's not me using any strategy. It's me just using a coin flip, betting that we revert to mean. I just bought at the extreme, traded right back to there, close it out. And that's it. The more that you do that, the more that you trade, the more you just know a lot about the way the market moves, which is the important today we're not picking a direction. That's what we said. Correct. The market's going to have some downside pressure. Correct. So I can draw an edge. Okay, here it is. Alright. So when you see on my own stream itself. Okay, remember, there's my own stream. I drew from here to here to there. Literally, like exactly what happened. Do y'all see this? I've done this enough to know that that's sometimes a decent bet. But I also told you to write the word coin flip, so you knew that I'm flipping a coin. This is my, I rewinded my stream to where I drew that. Okay. What do you say? 4172, 4192. Here's your 4170 area, 4190 area. Guys, come on. It's like just subscribe to the stream, at least. If y'all don't, check out Rockscaler, at least sub to the stream. How'd y'all like that? Here's for my, nailed it post. Nailed it. Okay. I think it matches your time zone settings, yeah. Actually, I've noticed the same thing, Jared, as well. I'm going to put in a note on tech support to let them know that. It's a great question. Let's see what the time set on this is. It doesn't match the time settings of your charts. An example. I'm gonna take this great idea. Hold on, let me get my nailed it post here. Good call on that. It's just the little things. Impressive, thanks guys.
I think
Done.
you're good.
Done for the day,
Tesla's
y'all.
a short right here.
Done for the day.
I see that 200 EMA.
Easy peasy.
I think you're good.
I didn't even sorry about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to scale.
Just quickly, notification log on the order screen. Yeah, we'll try to get that changed.
Keep
Put in
the
that
safety
thing.
trim, because we need to see it break below that 415.
Ben, do I have a standard prep? Actually, it's funny. I don't. I don't do any charts. I don't do any prep. I don't even read any news. I wake up 30 minutes before the market starts, and then I jump in and read the news, look at the positions, and then I wait for Rocksuiter to print. So I know a lot of traders that go out there and prep charts and read fundamentals. I don't do anything. That's the part that really boggles people's minds. Once I'm done trading, I'm done. I usually detach from the market and go live my life. I jump in, do my work, go home. Brady said the same thing. Yeah, I mean, Scooter does all the work. I used to do a lot of charting. I used to study charts. I used to go back, what's the daily look like, the S&P, what's the weekly look like, what do I think it's going to do? But then I realized all I'm doing is feeding my confirmation bias stupid information, which is my opinion. Why would I just take a bunch of guesses when markets are closed? And that's when I finally subscribed to the idea that any additional work when markets are closed, other than looking at dynamics when they open, they get a general feel of the market, just a quick look. Maybe knowing what the news events are coming up for the week, so I can kind of understand it's going to be a heavy week, a light week. It's like my overnight and weekend prep is no more than 1 minute of time per day if I do anything at all. Nothing. Literally, even on Sunday. Sunday when markets are open, I usually just check the dynamics for you guys, print out the information, the bot kicks off, and I typically go about my day. I don't look at anything at all. So much, and Brady says it's insane used to overwork. This confuses you with overloaded data. It does, because really you're just kind of like looking for information to feed the position you want. Like if you think the market's going down, then you're digging around subconsciously looking for signs it's going down. You're going to pick like, well, maybe let me check the daily chart. Okay, wait, let me check the 5-minute chart. Let me check the hourly chart. You're just like looking at different charts. Aha, here's the case that it's going down, because that's kind of what I wanted to see anyways. And I found the more I did that, the more I just wasted time with no effective gain. Like I didn't gain anything from it. That makes sense? Anything from the past, the historic chart, just looks like noise to me at this point. I wake up, I read what is, and then I go. And every day is exactly the same. If there's a news day or a catalyst day or a news week, catalyst week, I know markets are going to probably play the middle of the range. If we get a nice big scoop, scoops down real low, trade it right back to where it started. The market would have rallied, I might have shorted it back to where it started. I tell you guys, we call these coin flip trades. We don't talk about them in the education because I want to train you to do that. It's more of a trust thing. I'm trusting the market's not going to collapse on its own face before Fed. It makes no sense. You got markets liquid enough not to crash, and if I look at the commitment traders, it tells me that. How do I know all these things? It's just history of trading. I've been doing this long enough to know. If we were in an illiquid environment, I wouldn't have played that at all. So you guys stick around here for a while, and you're going to pick up a lot of these little habits. Commitment traders is showing that longs are selling and shorts are covering. Now, market is very liquid. Very liquid, despite the selling pressure that we see here. Selling pressure. Liquid enough to not crash. So, again, liquid enough to not crash. This is unusual. Breaking bull's side to bear side. This literally happens in a crash. And breaking hedge pressure inside of that is also a crash. This is the market like hinting at crash. And I said, no, there's no way we're going to crash. They ain't going to Fed. Had a long, played the overshoot, set a stop, coin flipped, set it, forget it, tapped the bull zone on DE roll, and I'm out. And the more you trade, the more you stick around here and pick up on different habits like that, you'll realize not every day is going to be the same. And these pre-news days like this, you just kind of have to like play the range. I hope people, listen, I'm on a space right now, and I love all these traders on the space. I heard a lot of people buying puts literally right here, and I longed. And people said, well, Matt, and some of my friends were like, well, Matt, nothing in Rocket Scooter gave me a signal to long or anything. And I said, that's correct. I told you guys to type the word coin flip in the stream, right? So that you would know that. There was no rule to long. There was no rule for any of this. This is, I'm just betting the market doesn't collapse. And that's the role of liquidity in general. We have the biggest news day tomorrow we've ever had this year. So why would the market be doing anything today unless it's pricing in something nasty? Well, the Fed's probably not going to be raising rates anything more than a quarter point if they do anything. I don't think any of the news is going to come out to be nasty. So the market's likely not going to do anything big today. And that's it. So usually, like, 2 or 3 different kinds of days. Like, either there's a day it's irrational, you're going to sit out and just be like, I don't want to play today. Or there's going to be a day that's like leading into a news event, or there is a news event, you can play the range. In low volatile environments, it tends to just range out. Or your standard setup day. You get a nice little trending bull long up, bear short down, whatever, and you just play the liquidity map. The trading challenge is worth 10,000 Zoom calls. Oh, well, watching me trade is different, than learning. And this is what you guys, it's y'all's favorite thing to do. And this is why I tell you that most people, this is their favorite thing. The funny thing is sometimes there's critics and they're like, why are you not trading, Matt? So we're spending a lot of time, building the platform. But I'm doing a trading challenge. Like right now, I want to focus on the challenge. I want to be focused on platform stability issues and stuff. So when I'm doing a trading challenge, I want to focus so I can be good at it, right? And some critics are like, how do we know this guy isn't good? He just talks on the stream. I'm like, just wait. I haven't lost a trading day in like almost 3 weeks. Not saying anything about that. I'm just saying I'm pretty good. I'm usually very modest about that, but watching what I do and how I rationalize my trades is all the reason to be here on the stream when I do the challenge. Because that's the important part, is that not everything is going to be a nice, easy technical setup. Today was kind of like I have experience in the market setup. I know it's, and the thing is that you just know what you're getting yourself into, and that's really where the wisdom comes from. If you watch the stream long enough, you'll pick up on those little choices I make. I know today is a wisdom trade. I'm betting on the market being liquid, the market not being volatile, and us not crashing before Fed. How do I know that? 14 years of trading. I've seen hundreds of FOMC events to know how they trade into them, usually in low volatile environments, liquid environments. There's no standard rule for that, it's just experience. So then I know it's a coin flip. I know what I'm committing to. I tell you guys to write the word coin flip so that you can revisit the stream and get the golden information of exactly what it is. And even on Spaces, even some of the guys on Spaces here, they're really, really big rocket scooter fans. They use our tools. And my buddy Blake is like, well, he was like, Matt, there were no rules today to long. You're breaking hedge pressure. Why did you still long? And I go, see, that's even people that he knows rocket scooters so well too. And I'm like, you're exactly right, Blake. There was no signal to go long, and that's why I tell everybody in chat to type the word coin flip, because you don't have there's no signal day today. It's a random day. The minute you go from wall to middle and liquidity pocket, what do we say from here? Market is random, 100%. The minute you hit a liquidity pocket, it's random, right? So it's a random day. From here, the market's going to randomly do whatever. So the signal could be, I can long a hedge pressure, which I usually do. I committed to a 1 strike stop. I originally committed to half a point, but then I raised it a little bit as the event came out. I said I'm actually going to do 1 point stop for 1.5 point gain, so I'm going to dive in again. So what I did, I dove in again, set on my stop, and then just held my breath on a coin flip. Because you know that when it's random, randoms are coin flips. And to prove that I'm actually making it as I go along, you can scroll up and chat where all you guys type the word coin flip, right? From literally right here. I said type the word coin flip, guys. You need to develop the ability to process information fast. As Alan has said, yes, that is kind of the downside to any trading, is that, let's just be real. One of the things that makes me better than a lot of traders is the ability to process a lot of information fast. Coffee helps, your stimulant of choice helps for sure, but practice helps more than anything. Any good musician can play their instrument fast, and practice creates efficiency. The fact that I can think of all these things really fast is not because I'm some super genius, whatever. It's because I've rehearsed this thing called trading so many times. I just know it. I know what I do, and I don't have a lot of off-the-cuff choices. I have literally a small box of choices I make, and I just know how to thumb through them really quick. The more you practice, and Alan nailed it. It might be hard to process so many things quickly, but then most people like marry and fall into technical analysis, which is like 10, 15, 20, like 10 or 15 or 20 different indicators are trying to process information quickly as well. So what we do is we give you like a very kind of rock solid set of rules. The choices are always the same. Today's a random day. Random day is going to be random. I know I'm not picking a trend. I'm going to bet on a coin flip. I'm going to commit to a 1 point stop, 1.5 point gain. Call it if I make it. And that's it. And then I kind of zoom out. So from the top down, here's my prep, right? So this is what I really do every night. I run the dynamics and I do nothing else. In the morning, my morning prep is pretty simple. I have these charts load up every day. Financial juice. I literally just look right here. Any breaking news overnight? Nothing. Quick. I'm here. Okay, what are the events today and tomorrow? Typically, I'm always like, what's today and tomorrow? Today. Okay, I go, oh, we got some events today for sure. All right. These are the times I need to be aware of either being a side on the market or betting on a coin flip. Okay, we got some events at 9 o'clock. I'm really not doing anything heavy till then. And we're going to play around that or play after that or sit out into it usually. Come here. Tomorrow. Oh, shit. Tomorrow's a big news day. Okay. So I always look at tomorrow because today is pricing in tomorrow more often than not. And then I'm pretty much done. What, do we have earnings today? Okay. Earnings today and tomorrow, same thing. Pfizer, all these are before market. AMD, so some good tech aftermarket. It's AMD today. Who's tomorrow? Tomorrow's big. 4:15 stocks tomorrow. No big PayPal. No big market cap tech, but this is a very diversified day, so you have a lot of movement today and tomorrow. That's it. Cough a little bit. And then I look at the commitment traders just to kind of get a feel. Market's still liquid. Okay, we're good. That's my pre-market prep. It's about 15 seconds of work. That's it. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. We'll see y'all tomorrow. No Zoom call today.